Programs often need to increment a number, in other words, to add a number to itself. In fact, it's so common that Java has shortcuts to do so. In today's lesson, we'll cover two ways to increment a number. I use them both a lot in my programs. Hi, I'm Annette Gotland. I'm the author of the Do-It-Yourself Java Games books. I teach Java programming through creating games. Welcome to the video version of my books. We're currently in the Text Games video series, TG, the first of 4 types of games series. The focus of this series is to cover the fundamentals of Java programming. No previous programming experience is required. You'll learn how, when, and why Java programs are written the way they are. This series has 16 projects. We're currently working on the 9th project, TG9, Guess My Number. In this project, we'll create a game to guess a randomly selected number like this. This is lesson TG9.3, where you'll learn how to increment integers with special operators. How many tries did it take you to guess the number in the Guess My Number game? Let's have the program count your guesses. Exercise 1. Count the guesses. Pause the video if you need more time in any of these exercises. If you want to see how I would complete any of the listings, please refer to the completed listings at the end of this video. Declare an integer named count to hold the number of guesses. Start the count at 1 after the user makes their first guess. Next, add 1 to the count after every guess. Then, when the user finally guesses the number, print how many guesses they tried. Run it. What happened? When you finally guess the correct number, it should print how many guesses it took you to guess it. The Guess My Number program is now complete, but there are a couple Java shortcuts you could have used. You can use the compound assignment operator, plus equals, to increment a variable. For example, to increment a variable named b by 8, use b plus equals 8. Exercise 2. Use a compound assignment operator. How would you increment count by 1 using the compound assignment operator? Run it. What happened? It should run exactly the same as it did before, correctly printing the number of guesses you tried. Similar compound assignment operators can be used to decrease, multiply, or divide a variable by a number using minus equals, times equals, and divided by equals. Another often used shortcut is when you want to increment or decrement a variable by 1. For example, to increment b by 1, use the increment operator plus plus like this. Similarly, to decrease b by 1, use the decrement operator minus minus like this. Exercise 3. Use the increment operator. Use the increment operator to increment count by 1. Run it. What happened? It should run exactly the same as it did before, correctly printing the number of guesses you tried. Exercise 4. Export your program. Export your Guess My Number program if you want to run it without Eclipse or share it with someone else. Refer to TG2.2 Export a Program for a demonstration of how to export any of the games in these videos. Key points and more. Operator shortcuts. Compound assignment operators are a quick way for a variable to do an operation on itself. A plus equals b adds b to a, then puts the result in a. A minus equals b subtracts b from a and puts the results in a. A times equals b multiplies a times b and puts the result in a. A divided by equals b divides a by b and puts the results in a. Increment decrement adds or subtracts 1 to or from itself. A plus plus adds 1 to a and puts the result in a. A minus minus subtracts 1 from a and puts the results in a. Here are the completed listings for all the exercises in this video. This is the end of the last lesson in the Guess My Number project. You now know a little more about working with numbers. In the next project, TG10, Temperature Converter, you'll learn to control the order of multiple operations in a single line of code. Temperature Converter will convert temperatures from Fahrenheit to Celsius and from Celsius to Fahrenheit.